Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. And he's going to run it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The offense set for a first down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll try to get outside. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Tide with the 1st and 10.
Get set.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll turn it loose out to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he added the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll return it. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Defense has him pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He finds his man. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy, woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball?
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions. But
he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win first and second down, you set up third and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Finds us back in the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
He wants to throw it again. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. It's complete. Takes it to the house. Touchdown Tide. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Tosses it incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll get rid of it. It's caught. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Safe completion on the screen. At the 45 on his way. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success. but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Got it behind the line. It's Kennedy. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Ball. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run in the red zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nevada! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick's Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 7 over North Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking down the middle. The ball squirts free. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get it, get the first down.
And what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce, right back to the offense.
Off play action. Buys a little time. He chucks one out to the right. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Trying to take it back. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Wolfpack! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's looking to throw it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Really Nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Wants to throw on second down. Using his feet to buy time. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Inside the 30. Afterburner's coming. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Alabama! Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Penny. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
He's got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it again. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, probably you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Oh, he got loose. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to go up top on first down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. And guys, this is very frustrating for a defense. They forced the field goal attempt and now right back on the field after the roughing the kicker. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. On the move. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And they desperately wanted to attempt the return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's going to pass on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. This Nevada offense really has it going. Takes the handoff. It's ball. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nevada. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah,
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
no doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. At midfield, he's got room. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Caught in the backfield. It's Burr. What a cut. Now he's loose. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down.
How many 1st downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He makes the connection. Oh, look out! Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
How nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the... What a job to lay out and make the catch. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Got his man quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catches, plenty to give him a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
At the 35, he's got room. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Nevada. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like,
the expressway is wide open. He's inside the 40. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Quickly to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He'll throw it. They're working that left side. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Inside the 50. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Wolfpack. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Red pass, it's complete. Still on his feet. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Gets it out quickly. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
The play action fake. He's going up top. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown tie. They take the lead with the 6. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. The kick coverage team was ready and in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take a knee in the end zone. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And I love working the slot receivers. And you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
What great discipline showed by the defense. When your job's contained, you're supposed to contain the football, not let your eyes deceive you. Ball starts to go away. Your job is to still contain the backside. Great job staying disciplined.
Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. 1st down here for the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Across the 25, he's got room. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Ball in the air, intercepted.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Hand off from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Alabama pushing the tempo. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yard. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He spins that thing down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. He wants to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on second down. He'll take another shot here. He's got it down the left side. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 49, Nevada 35.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some, and the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
And listen, quarterbacks run more nowadays, and we see more of it, but they do have a tendency, because they are a quarterback, to cough it up a little bit. But how about the man? He said, I got this, and jumps back on it, make sure he covers that thing up so he didn't make a bad play for his offense.
He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Muscling ahead on third and short. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
This defense really has their hands full, guys. They got to play with great eye discipline because they don't know who's going to be keeping the football in the run game. And that time, you saw the QB. He was able to kind of skirt his way to get some positive yards.
Pressure coming. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
Poor mechanics by the quarterback lead to that fumble. You've got to keep two hands on the ball. You know those D linemen are trying to swat away at it, and they were able to force that turnover.
Here comes that Alabama offense. It'll be a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. He's looking to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
It did look to me, guys, like the QB and his target were on the same page on that outbreaking route. I'm not sure if they both thought it was man or zone or what was happening, but I think that helped lead to the incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab on the left. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Still running at the 40. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff team out there getting set. The returner will field it and bring it back. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Quick completion to the right. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the stomping has commenced. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week at practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
First down for this offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Turns it on in midfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Man, how about this offense? A little counter, a little misdirection. Get everybody's eyes going one direction. They go back the other way. Nice execution by the offense to make the big running play down the field.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Going for it all. Touchdown time! And the route is on. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's going to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Pulls it in on the right. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back.
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board and figure some things out because this wasn't a great day.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Quarterback will audible. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. It's complete to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal.
29 Philly. 2 flex.
He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. The snap sets up to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Oh, it's loose. Now the defense has got it going the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that is a roller coaster. We got the pick. Oh, no, we just lost it. Oh, no, we got it back. At the end of the day, the defense, David, still happy.
Yeah, and all you're trying to do is force turnovers, create plays. Nice job getting the interception. And listen, when you're running to the football,
Lost one deep down the right side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one.